Chair. My questions are to our colleagues from Immigration and Citizenship, and I'd like to follow the line of questioning by my colleagues on asylum housing, the provisions in the estimates for providing housing to asylum seekers. My question is, will this money go over the provinces to hotspots or directly to the hotspots? And the two hotspots are, frankly, Toronto and Montreal.
Again, excellent questions. The 193 million here is directly related to interim housing. So these are largely hotels and temporary shelter operations that we have to support directly the hotspots, to use the senator's expression. There is also a program, not part of our supplementary estimates be here, which is the interim housing assistance program, by which the federal government has committed over $750 million to help provinces deal with the pressures that the arrival of asylum seekers has put on the provincial shelters. And that program was renewed through the last budget, I believe.
Thank you. Mayor Tory will be very happy to hear that. My next question is around whether in your estimates for dealing with the backlog, you have factored in the cost of the rising numbers of mandamus applications, a route that more and more immigrants are choosing because of the overlong delays. Has that been factored in? Because it costs the department a significant amount of resources and money to process these demands.
It's an excellent question. I cannot, unless my colleagues have more detail, specifically attest that this was taken in direct consideration, but certainly in arriving at any costing exercise, there's a broad consultation that goes through the department, including our legal services, and we would have factored all of these direct and indirect costs in arriving at the amount of money that we're seeking right now.
So what is your annual budget for legal costs? I'm just curious.
I do not have that top of mind, but I'm happy to return to the committee with that answer.
Did I hear someone on the screen say that the backlog, which my numbers tell me the backlog is 1.2 million, Senator Marshall, that is the number of people whose waiting time has exceeded standards. Did I hear someone say that this backlog in all business streams would be cleared up by June of 2023?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to turn to my colleague Danielle Mills to speak this with the backlog.
Merci beaucoup pour la question.
Well, thank you very much for the question, Senator. Yes, our current inventory, as I mentioned earlier, is at 2.5 million. 51% respect to our service standards. So you're right, Senator, when you say that there was 1.2 million applications that are in our backlog that were outside our service standards. But with respect to the date for June 2023, I can't confirm that all will be resolved by that point in time, because there are some in certain business lines that we have exceeded the annual immigration levels. So this is so we can't completely process all of the numbers because there isn't enough room in the reference numbers. But in the months to come, we will be focusing on wrapping this up, and as I mentioned, with students and with others, we'll be focusing for 2023.
Staff have been hired, trained, and are operational now.
Merci beaucoup, Madame.
Well, thank you very much for the question. We have hired more than 1,100 people, and 850 are operational. So the difference between the two are people who are currently undergoing training and who will be brought on stream, fully on stream shortly.